really are truly, truly grateful for us.
The whole trip was something I'll never forget.
They were getting help, whether it was from us or the doctor, and it was really good.
I've always wanted to go on a mission trip, something where I can help people but also see the different ways people live, especially in a case like this where we get to travel and the culture is so different.
And the second you crossed into the Guatemalan border, it was complete poverty. So it was very interesting to see that drastic change. Once we got into Guatemala, we drove to El Gringo Perdido, which was the resort that we stayed at, which actually means the lost white person. So it was a little not comforting to know that we were going to that resort.
It was in Guatemala. It was really good. And they had like a children's center or a women's center too, and we ate every day there. But it was like a little school, and they had like a clinic for actual like physical type stuff like right across from us too.
Then we would pack up and go to the clinic, and it was hands on deck, busy from the start to finish. I mean, we had kiddos there waiting for us. They were excited, they were ready to go, and we worked hard. We worked hard every day.
There was 2 hygiene chairs, and there were 3 for the dentist. There's 3 chairs for them. But yeah, my life every day was cleaning teeth. We did a lot of sealants and also SDF.
So my day-to-day, I was really in treatment. We did a lot of extractions. We did a lot of adult fillings. They were so grateful for what we were doing. They were all giving us hugs afterwards. They were taking pictures with us, saying thank you. The parents were extremely grateful.
We had one little girl, she's probably about 4 or 5, who needed some teeth extracted, and actually Nadia was working on her, and she was just completely losing it. So I asked Nadia if she wanted me to help out. So I got over there. She'd already been numb. My Spanish started to come out a little bit once I got down in Guatemala, so I was able to talk to her a little bit, kind of calm her down. We ended up getting her teeth out, and even though she kind of cried through the whole thing, the second we were done, she hopped up and gave me a big hug and said thank you, and her parents were very thankful. And
Honestly, they were great. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better group of kids. Afterward, they were coming out and they were playing. They were having a lot of fun, just being kids.
I was so surprised every day how excited they were and how playful and ready to interact with us they were, not knowing us and most of us not being able to speak their language, and still that willingness and kids are just kids wherever you go, and that's so exciting that they don't care who you are or what language you speak, they still want to play. Dr. Steve and I had a patient that he had wrecked his bike a couple of years ago and had like half of a front tooth. It was an adult tooth, and we were able to get that fixed for him. His smile afterwards went from like just a little soft smile to like just a big grin, and he hugged us. Mom was so happy, gave us hugs. It was just very memorable that we actually like changed his life. We didn't just fix a tooth, we changed his whole smile. That like touched my heart, and I'll never forget that.
A little boy on our first day I was in take, his sister was the one getting treatment. He had a cleaning, and he was standing off to the side at the back door, and he kept staring at me. And I'm thinking maybe he's staring at all of these toys because I had the buckets of toys. And in my horrible Spanish, asked if he wanted a toy, and he shook his head and he pointed to his sunglasses on his head. And then he pointed to mine on my head. And so I pulled mine down, and they're the exact same sunglasses. So we both put them on. We were doing poses. We took pictures. We were having a great time. He was a great little kid.
They were very well behaved. They were very thankful. A lot of them gave us hugs afterwards, or we would give them high fives, and they would go get their toothbrush and like a prize. But like the moms were even like very involved and like wanted to like document like through photographs or like videos, because they don't get the experience. You could just tell that us talking to them, having them translated, that they really appreciated it at the end. Like they were all smiles. And there was actually one girl, her name was Gabby, and she actually cried, and I actually have a photo of her like with me, but she did really well, and it was really nice. So, but it just eased her to know that we were just cleaning, and she had never done it before, and she really appreciated it at the end, and Mom was very happy. So
Well, there was an 8-year-old girl, and her parent had other kids that she was with. She had her teeth extracted, crying, and I'm like holding her as she's sobbing because there's no adults. Some of these kids came with friends, they came with neighbors. They didn't have that parent there. That was special, you know, to actually be with her, hold her. I'm sorry, I could cry, because she was in pain, you know, or scared more than anything, I'm sure, and just to hold her, you know, just to calm her, relax her, it just touched my heart.
And it is exhausting, but I think that's also what makes it so rewarding at the end of the day, to know like I was uncomfortable and I can push through it to help people. And while this is a few hours out of my life that I have to be in this discomfort, for some of them this is everyday life. They don't have air conditioning, they don't have the luxuries and amenities that we're used to. So to find in yourself, I can push through this and I can do something good, I think while it is hard, it's a rewarding part to know what you're capable of.
It was definitely worth going. Yeah, it's worth it for the kids because a lot of them were in pain. So we're able to prevent that. And especially because this specific project, they never know when they're gonna have somebody there. So it's definitely worth going for the families and for the children. But it's also worth going for us too. I think we all came back and looked at our kids a little differently. We all came back and looked at our families and our community a little bit more appreciatively. And I think it just gave everybody a good sense of, you know, we did something for good. And also it was the whole aspect of things are actually really good here. We just need to be more appreciative and learn what's really important in life and just look at the brighter side on things sometimes.